So today I'm going to talk about the benefits of a birth certificate from the child, that birth certificate that you are going for the child, the benefits for the child, the father, and also the mother, because that circle is a circle of 3 people. So let's jump into it. Now, so what is the true meaning or the true benefit of a birth certificate to the parents or the child? So, first of all, birth certificate provides a proof of a proof of a child's birth, identity, and age. Why the age is coming here is that for this young man to find most of the thing, you will need the age. To stop child labor, you will prove that this child is underage. You can do that only with the birth certificate, since that child does not have an ID. You will prove that the child is young with the birth certificate. Also, this child, at some point in hostels, you will be asked, how old is this young man? As a human being, you can forget. People forget. Even you as a mother or as a father, you can forget the birth date of your child. But if you have the birth certificate, it will always remind you about the date. You can also go there and check. This will also help the child when it comes to medication, because they will give him the medication for an 8 or 10 years old, but the child from the birth, the child is maybe 5 years old. So this is a crucial document for the baby. Also, healthcare. Healthcare, I think I've just started it. Mostly, at some point, you will need something like SHA. I don't think you will register your child on your insurance. Let's say healthcare insurance. You will not add a child to that insurance if you don't have a birth certificate, to prove that this is my child and I want to cater for his medical needs. So this is something that is very, very crucial. When it comes to also to the future of the child, we just believe in the past, because our fathers most of our parents, they didn't have this money or this mind to save for their children. So we had to live with it, and some of us are trying to inherit the same culture. Please, this channel is about changing the culture. Change that mentality. It is necessary to open an account for your son or daughter. That account, you can save 1,000, 2,000. Also, you can give some gifts. Sometimes you don't have money, but you don't have money to save monthly. But you have something to buy your son a bike. You have something to buy your child a birthday cake. You can turn that birthday cake to a saving towards a child's account. And that account, you can only open such accounts through the birth certificate. And that means this money is about the child. It is beneficial for the child's future. Si ati wewe ukifika 8, venye ulifika class 8, ndio wazazi wako walikuwa, hey, niko na mtu wa form 1, ukifika college, hey, I have 2 children in university, I have 2 children in what? No, today's life, if you have something, you can save it for the future, so that because this is something that will come. But even if you have 2 children, if one dies, you can also shift that money for the one who has died to the other child's account. So it will be a win for you as a parent, so that you don't have problems in future. All this is about the future of the child. Also, hospital. This is something sometimes a child wakes up with the hot body, fever, all that. The child have some coughs, chest pains, and all that. If you have an insurance for your child, you will have a quality health care. Because if you don't have it, you will just go for the medical that you can afford. If it's about painkillers, that's where you will go to. But with an insurance, you will have to go for the better treatment, and it will give your child a better life. So it is about the child. Also, legal rights. Here on legal rights, I think we have things like inheritance. Let's talk of, sometimes we don't have something for the child to inherit, but we have that ancestral land. Maybe your child will need an ancestral land from the father so that he can build a house. Huh? Your child will only claim that land. Even if the father dies today, but the child is still young, one day the child will also go there and claim from the family members that I was his son and here is what we have here. I have the document, this is the birth certificate, this is the ID. Maybe by that time the child have the ID. Maybe the father dies. You don't have access to the father until the father dies. Even the child never saw his father. It is also very, very crucial to have a birth certificate, because by the time you are having it, a birth certificate, you will have both IDs, the ID from the father side and also the ID from the mother side. That means even if you don't know where the father went to, because we have these cases, someone was born in 90s. Today he feels like going after his father, but he don't know anything. Even the mother told him that this guy is from Muranga, your father is from Homa Bay, your father is from Kakamega, but you don't know where exactly. I think with the document, you can also go back to the registrar as a child, or your son will also go there. Because maybe both of you have died and the child was, the mother or the father, whoever had the custody, never told the child where exactly. So this will help the child to go back to the registrar to ask about the documents of the father and where the father comes from, because the ID has both everything about the village, constituency and all that. So this child will have something, he will have somewhere to start from, because people grow. The moment the child grows, he will need to know more about himself. And this is one of the ways on how this child will know about himself. Identity and citizenship. Today in America, they are deporting foreigners. So, what will now make this child to be, but I don't think it's foreigners, they call them migrants, illegal migrants, those who went there illegally. So, if you are in America today with a child, but the child does not have a birth certificate, maybe, let's say you are in Kenya, but the child does not have a birth certificate, the country may deport this child to nowhere, because the child does not have a country. He or she does not have a place or a father to identify that he is a Kenyan. This child will be deported to any country, and you heard about that when Americans were deporting their people, these migrants. They deported some people where some countries complained that these are not our people. So this will help this child to be a Kenyan citizen, where no one will deport him at all costs. You understand? That is what it means about identity and citizenship. You will identify that child through his birth certificate. Now, let's talk about also something that we believe in. I've heard of people complaining, mostly the mothers, that they should remove the father's name in their children's birth certificates. I think according to the law, it's also a free thing, but also as a human being, you have to think. Life has a lot of bridges, ups and downs, and you don't know, even you today, you are young, gari inaweza kukugonga, something can happen. But that's not the case. You want to change the child's birth, surname, or you are removing the name of the father. It is allowed through the court. You will file the claim and everything will go through. But look at it in a bigger picture. The child has a future, and whoever you are seeing as a child is not a child forever. That means this young man or young girl, young lady, will also have his own say when he grows. So even if you remove the surname on this child's birth certificate, maybe one day he will need it or she will need it. And it is allowed. And also, It is also very good. It is also good for you to allow the child to grow. Then you will ask him, Dad or Mom, what do you feel about this? Can we remove your father? Or he will think about it. It's like me. Even today, if I decide to remove my father's name, what will he do? Nothing. He will just come with the myths, oh, the beliefs, oh, African beliefs, oh, I will curse you. Oh, you are trying to disown your father. You are trying to fight your dad. It is not whatever according to our tradition, but it has nothing. Even by this time, I can do it in a very good way. And also the court will feel the impact of what I'm doing because they believe I'm an adult and I understand what is going on. So according to me, I think you should leave that thing the way it is. Allow the child one day, the child will do it on his own. It's like piecing the ear of a young man, putting that thing on this young man. Then one day that child will grow and he doesn't need that thing. So that means you have made a decision for the child. It's like also there is a church among Luos, but nowadays that church, they don't do it a lot. They used to remove some teeth here, but also the Luo tradition also was removing those, I think the 6 lower teeth. So this child will go without the 6 teeth. But today I don't think that thing is mandatory. So if you make such decision for the child, we have seen such people. I'm also a Luo by the way. We have also seen such people. When they grow up, the child does not like that church. First of all, the guy has grown or the lady has grown. Anataka kupaka makeup, the church does not recognize that makeup. The child wants to live his life. Or nowadays, even some children, they don't want the father's property, the father's company. They want to live their own life. You cannot change that decision as a father. It is their decision. So if from the Luo side, those days, they used to remove the 6 teeth. When the child grows up, today, in a legal way, I think the child should also sue you for making a decision for him when he was very, very young. So stop this idea of thinking that the birth certificate will help either the father or the mother. No. From the benefits I've read there, and these are legal things according to the law, the Kenyan law, this thing does not benefit the father or the mother. It benefits the child only. And if one day the child grows and the child feels that it is not beneficial for me, he has the whole room of changing all these things. So stop rushing because of your problem with the father or the mother or the differences. Those are your differences. They don't cater for anything. Even today, at my age, if I feel like there is someone who has been claiming that he is my father, ama nisikie fununu kuna babangu mahali, though my father has raised me for years and my mother, but I have a right to go there, change my mind and tell them that you are not my mother. I have a father somewhere. And the law, plus I'm also an adult, will allow me to go. So making that decision does not mean that all your goals, if it's about differences, are well kept and that will live like that forever. A child will also make his own or her own decision. So let the birth certificate remain. It's like an ID. Your ID does not help your father at all cost. It has nothing to do with your father. It has nothing to do with your mother. You understand? It has no help to your father. It is your own identity. It was meant to identify you as a Kenyan and also as a person and also where you come from. So it is also allowed that you change anything you want in a better way, in a good way, and also according to the law. So that child may also claim that surname one day when you are very old or after your death. So I don't think it is beneficial to change it or to stop your baby daddy from giving that birth certificate to the child. If you want, the child wants the birth certificate, stop making decisions for the child. Sometimes the baby will not need it in future. Stop believing that parents are final. People have minds. Children grow. Stop forcing it. Africans, we have forced children to some things that they are not beneficial, even to the parents, even to the child. These things are not beneficial to both of us. You understand? Even having a child, how is it benefiting you? It is just that there is someone to inherit your wealth, and also you have someone who will take care of your future. But which future is he taking care of? Mostly it's about him, not you. The only thing about the parent is that you are healthy, you are doing good. Only that. You cannot. It is the work of the parent to take care of the child, not the work of the child to take care of the parent. Or even in future, it is not your work to take care of your parents or even siblings. It is the work of the parent to take care. Parents take care from clothing, maji ya kuoga, bathing, food, drinking water, which you cannot provide for your mom and dad. Not many people have done that to their parents. You cannot afford to take care of your parents. But parents take care of their children from socks, from everything, from any smaller thing, toothbrush. You understand? So stop believing in the past and live for the future and what we have today. Children have their minds and they will speak their mind one day. Allow your child to access medical, access citizenship, everything, until he says, no, I don't need it, dad. I don't need it, mom. This was not meant for me. Hello, guys. If you are new here, please subscribe to our channel, give us a like. And also, I will be posting such contents every time, every day as they come through. Please support us, be with us. And this is the only channel where you learn a lot of things about life. And also, give us a comment about what you think about this channel. Thank you, and may God bless you.